I'm Marcela Márquez. I work for Rain Engineering. I'm the Executive Director for Customer Journey. So we lead with MES, Plan Applications. It's our front product, let's say. But then depending on when you're doing the implementation, you have historian going when you need to aggregate the data, right? Get the data from the equipment, connectors to the equipment, all that connectivity through IGS. So we have people at our company that can do all the different types of layers of the product, and scheduler as well. So we also work with Proficy scheduler with multiple plans, and we find that customers really like those solutions. We think that at Rain that Velotic and Proficy, it's a very solid product. It allows us not only to have that baseline of capturing data, being able to interpret the data and the information, but it allows us to expand the solution and customize it or configure it to the customer needs. So it has that solid base that allows us to implement it in different types of manufacturing. We work with food and bev, we work with chemical industry, we work with construction materials. It applies to all the different types of industry. So we have a customer that is a chemical company that is doing a deployment to about 100 plus sites, and they're implementing Plan Applications and Proficy Scheduler, and we have managed to successfully implement both products in the US and abroad, capturing the quality of their product, capturing all the track and trace from beginning to the end of the production line, and also scheduling their production, interfacing with an ERP to download orders, bringing them down to Plan Applications, and then up with all the quality data and track and trace information to produce certificate of analysis for distribution. This implementation allowed them to remove the legacy system, to update the solution that they had as they upgraded an ERP solution, to move away from that ERP solution, to have the software in a SaaS environment, reducing the cost of ownership. Also, it allows them to go faster in the deployment. When you're talking about on-prem solutions, you have to think about having the infrastructure in place, having the right components for that infrastructure. Installation is always a thing, right? Even though Proficy has improved their installation processes significantly, there still is a lift for the customer. Having a SaaS solution, that is something that is not in the customer's mind all the time, right? Velotic takes care of those installations of upgrades. We still work with the customer very closely when we're doing those upgrades, and having this in a production environment where it's 24/7, that requires a lot of coordination with the customer from the sites that are in production, with Velotic, to make sure that it's quickly, right? Like every minute counts when you're down, where you're taking a system offline. With an enterprise acceleration plan, you have the benefit of having your customer success managers close with the customer, working on not only escalation of support tickets, being able to provide the licensing needed to run the product, but also talking about training needs, improvement in adoption. How do we get outcomes measured and delivered by the customer or to the customer in the right time. The customer success managers that we have worked with at Velotic allow us to help us navigate internally in Velotic. Is it, for example, tickets that the customer identifies some issues with the product have been escalated and brought forward to the level of priority that really are needed and the priority that the customer has. Proficy has allowed us to bring solutions to our customers on multiple areas. Solutions like, I want to know what my actual downtime is on my line. They might know anecdotally, right, from the line. And now with data, with right information, they can know where are the downtime, what are the causes, how do we act on them? Other solutions can be like, I'm collecting the quality data from the line directly, and I know when there's a deviation before the product is distributed, so they can act or correct that product before they have a recall, for example, of the product, or it leaves their manufacturing site. So all of that type of information allows the customer to act faster and have information that they can act upon. We bring value faster to the customer as RAIN engineering and configure the system in a way that is easier for them to adopt as well. We have that great relationship with Velotic. We manage to influence how the product is being developed, how the product is deployed. That relationship that we have with the product team, with the development team, that allows us to bring value faster to our customers and bring that value upfront. That is something that we have access with Velotic that we might not have with others.